It's 1919. World War I, a terrible war, is finally over, but for Germany, the worst is yet to come. Imagine Germany, once so strong, now broken and weak. The Treaty of Versailles, a treaty forced on Germany by the winners, is like a heavy weight dragging it down. Germany has to pay a lot of money and its economy is in ruins. Lots of people are jobless and their savings are worthless. The streets are filled with sadness and the memory of defeat is everywhere. Germans are angry and upset. They feel ashamed and robbed of their future. They want a leader who promises revenge, a leader who will make Germany great again. Into this mess steps a man named Adolf Hitler. He's good at speaking and tricking people. The bad feelings of hate and extreme nationalism are growing stronger in Germany, like a dangerous plant. The rest of the world, tired of war, ignores the warning signs. They don't see the danger coming. They'll learn their mistakes soon. The results will be terrible. The war changed Hitler. He was a messenger in the army and saw terrible things. Germany's loss made him furious. He joined a small, angry group called the German Workers' Party. This group would later become the Nazi Party. Hitler, a powerful speaker, quickly became important in the group. He found his true talent not as an artist but as someone who could control people. He knew how to use propaganda, how to make simple answers sound good for complicated problems. He told the German people that the Jews, the communists, and the liberals were to blame for their problems. His hateful words spoke to the people who were suffering. They liked his promises to make Germany powerful again. He gave them someone to blame for their anger. He gave them hope, even though it was a dangerous kind of hope. Hitler thought it was time for a revolution. In 1923, he and his followers tried to take over the government in Munich. This was called the Beer Hall Putsch. It was a total failure. The police stopped them quickly. Hitler was arrested and sent to jail. But even in jail, Hitler planned for the future. His trial made him famous all over Germany. People watched as he talked about his hateful ideas. Jail made him even more determined. He left jail, not as a loser, but as someone who people saw as a hero. In jail, Hitler wrote a book called Mein Kampf, which means My Struggle. This book was full of hate and explained his dangerous ideas. The Beer Hall Putsch taught Hitler something important. He learned that violence wouldn't make him a leader. He needed a new plan. He would use the same system he hated to get what he wanted. He would change the Nazi Party from a violent group into a real political party. He would win by getting people to vote for him, not through fighting. Hitler knew how important image was. He made himself seem like the savior of Germany. He held big rallies, showing off his power. The swastika, an old symbol, became a symbol of hate. His propaganda, led by Joseph Goebbels, told Germans to be afraid and to hate. They said Jewish people were the cause of all of Germany's problems. They said communists and liberals were enemies. Hitler used the media to make people scared. Many Germans, wanting their problems to go away, joined the Nazi Party. 1933 was a big year for Germany. On February 27th, the Reichstag building where the German government met caught on fire. The Nazis said communists did it and used the fire as a reason to take more control. Hitler, who had just become chancellor, used this chance. He got President Hindenburg to sign a law that took away people's rights. With his enemies silenced, Hitler passed the Enabling Act. This law gave the Nazi Party total power. Democracy in Germany was dead. Germany quickly became a one-party state. People who disagreed with Hitler were arrested or disappeared. Newspapers couldn't say what they wanted, and people couldn't speak freely. The Gestapo, the Nazi secret police, scared everyone. The Nazis started to act on their racist ideas. The Nuremberg laws of 1935 took away citizenship from Jewish people. Synagogues were burned and Jewish businesses were boycotted. The Holocaust, the murder of 6 million Jews, hadn't started yet, but the plan was in motion. The world watched as Hitler took control. Some countries tried to make deals with him, thinking they could stop him. They didn't understand how dangerous he was. The attacks on Jewish people got worse quickly. Kristallnacht, the night of broken glass, saw Jewish buildings destroyed across Germany and Austria. The world finally started to see the horror happening in Europe. But for many, it was too late. Hitler's rise to power wasn't unavoidable. It happened because of many things: economic problems, weak government, and the world's failure to see the danger. The world, still recovering from World War I, was slow to stop Hitler. By the time they understood his plans, it was too late. The world would pay a terrible price. We often learn from history too late. Hitler reminds us that democracy is precious, dangerous leaders can be attractive, and ignoring evil has terrible consequences.